Hello, my name is Emma, and welcome to this video. I'm filming in my dorm room, which always makes me feel very paranoid. Still feeling paranoid. We've moved inside my dorm room closet, because I feel like I can speak more freely in here. I don't feel like anyone can hear me in the hallway as they're walking around doing whatever they're doing. So this feels better. I feel more relaxed, if you will. Look at these socks. That's cool. Alright, this is going to be a super duper fun wrap-up video. I'm planning on making some really cool, creative videos when I'm on my spring break in a week and a half or so. But till then, I thought I would do a wrap-up video because I haven't done one of those in a while. And, you know, I've read a lot of books and I've been procrastinating doing this video. So, yeah, we're gonna do it. I have to get my Goodreads account up. So that's why I'm looking at my phone. It's like we're friends in real life, basically. Let's start off with, I don't know how many of these I'm gonna do. Let's start off with 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, which spurred my YA video, which I'm going to expand on in the future at some point. I'm thinking about doing a YA tropes video. If you have some YA tropes that you really despise, put it in the comments, and I will include it in the video, most likely. So, 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. Interdimensional travel. A girl who is in love with a boy, but she's also maybe in love with another boy. At least she wants to kiss the other boy. And she wants to kiss another. There's just a lot of boys and girls. Boys and girls living together. Mass hysteria. Anyway, this book was just about as mediocre as you can get. It was very tropey. It was heavy on the tropes. And I've said this before. I don't know, have I said this before? But I feel like this book, if you got rid of the really interesting, cool concept, because it was very interesting and very cool, it would be a generic YA book. It would be boring and kind of useless, but it's also was entertaining, and that's, I know, the point of this book was mostly to entertain, and it was entertaining. The whole middle part was I didn't get the point of that when the main character, whatever her name was traveling in, or was in, like, Russia, like alternative history Russia. I don't even know. I'm just ranting and rambling and raving, so that's good. The 3 R's. Next, All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders. I'm sorry that I don't have any books. I know that in my last wrap-up somebody commented they wish that they could see me hold it, but my books, they have 2 homes, so it's difficult for me to have them with me all the time. So I will put the covers here. Covers on my shoulder. I'll stop now. All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders. Anders follows 2 people, and their names are they're leaving me. I can't think of their names, but they're in the atmosphere somewhere. The names are there. 2 people. One is a witch, and one is a super genius scientist. It follows them from childhood into adulthood. It's about sort of the clash between science and magic, or science and spirituality. It's about what we do with the earth we have, and if we should listen to the earth or we should fight the earth. It was interesting and powerful, and just a cool read. Very cool read. I really liked it a lot. I read it on vacation. It was a good vacation book. Next we have Shades of Grey by Jasper Ford. This is a book that Mike from Slice of Mike really likes, and I have to agree. I listened to this on audiobook over the course of a couple weeks. The audiobook was beautiful. It was such a good audiobook. And yeah, so this follows a guy named Eddie Russet who lives in this crazy chromatic universe, dystopian society, thousands of years in the future, where it's actually more similar to 1940s, 50s, like England or America, than it is to like the future, but it is at the same time. I don't know if I'm making any sense. It's a really interesting concept. If you like things that are going to mess with your brain and are very fully fledged out to even the most minute details, Jasper Ford is your guy, but Shades of Grey is your book. It's really good. And also, if you're a color theory nerd, art school peeps, this is your book. Next, we have Gaudy Night by Dorothy L. Sayers and Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers. This is 2 books that follow Strong Poison, which are 3 out of the 4 books that show Harriet Vane in the Lord Peter Wimsey novels. I read this for a class, but I'm also potentially writing a research grant about Harriet Vane, so that's fun. So it follows Harriet Vane in her time going back to Oxford at a women's college that she went to. Dorothy L. Sayers, fun fact, also went to a women's college at Oxford, and there's a woman or a person writing mysterious, terrible, bullying, scandalous notes around the school, and she's trying to figure out what happened while also dealing with her feelings for Lord Peter Wimsey. This was really interesting to read because I go to women's college, so it's always fun to read about your experience. Well, not your experience, but, you know, kind of your experience. And then Busman's Honeymoon follows, I don't know if I want to spoil this. Should I spoil it? It's from the 30s, so it's like, okay, if you don't want to know this, then just, like, skip ahead. I don't know. Busman's Honeymoon follows Lord Peter Wimsey and Harriet after they've been married, and it's their honeymoon, and some things happen. This is also a rich novel, a very dark novel compared to her other novels that I've read, and it was really great. And I'm going to do a full series review of Dorothy L. Sayers in the future, so get ready for that. And then finally, I'm going to do a full review of this pretty soon, The Magician's King by Lev Grossman. It took me forever to actually read this book, and I'm so happy I did. I love The Magicians, and I read it in high school and absolutely loved it, and I really like the new TV show, despite my misgivings when I watched the trailer. But The Magician King follows our lovely hero Quentin. He's in Fillory, and he's like, what am I doing? I've done the thing, I've made it to the place, what am I doing now? And it's about what it means to be a hero, what it means to sacrifice. I wrote this in my Goodreads review, but this book and the beauty of Lev Grossman's writing in this series so far, at least for me, is that he makes very complicated, kind of awful, but so great characters, people that are very fully fledged out and real, and sometimes they annoy you, and sometimes you love them, and every other emotion in between. For example, Julia's decision not to ever use contractions drove me crazy, but I also really loved Julia. Yeah, and that's the beauty of his novels. They're very complicated, they're very gray, and also these characters have such real consequences for their actions, which I think is really cool and interesting to read in a novel like this. But I'm going to do a full review on that soon. Anyway, sorry we had to move locations, but you know, you do what you do. You do what you do. I hope you have a wonderful day.